be here, and today I am playing the Stanley Parable Chapter 2, or not, I mean, um, Part 2. This is Part 2 of the first one. Time is 36. Hello again. Oh wait, 37. And confirm. There we go. Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you boot up the game. A lot of people don't actually take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock. I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times here set are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead and pick whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Okay, I guess. Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company.
Hey, I already know that. Okay. There we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I just noticed that door just shut by itself. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes,
yeah.
Truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Where's my soda? Hey, okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I'm a curious little... Not even gonna say it.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
which way?
Left.
That way? Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
How dare you shut the door?
No, not the right.
You done it again.
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly...
Then can I go back?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Okay,
let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
If you say so. Weirdo.
No. This isn't right at all.
What is this?
This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
What is this?
Okay.
No, I'm not closing my eyes.
Oh,
The hell is this?
it's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this
Actually,
time,
I know what
suppose we don't wander
this
so
is.
far off track.
I was just pulling a leg.
From the top.
But that's where this count. Did you just send me back to the office?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I guess. Why isn't there more doors here?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that
No!
Did you move the story somewhere, or...
No, I didn't!
Why am I asking
How could I?
I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Oh. What door should I go through? Left. Okay. Okay. Left it is.
This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I
Please
find it unlikely
don't.
that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot.
Please,
Why not?
no. I said no!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Think... Oh, wait, no. There's absolutely no doors here.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Oh. Okay, I guess. Do we miss anything?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something.
How did this get here? Ow.
No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Why does everything keep changing?
Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
Neither.
I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing...
You wrote the story.
You win!
Yay! I win!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job.
I didn't really put in any work at all.
I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
Exactly.
I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
You... Up.
All right, I've
Adventure
got a
line.
This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
Should I follow the line, yes or no?
How simple is that?
Should I follow the line, yes or no? Okay, yes it is. Where is it leading me?
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way,
not.
is the story of no
I can't go
destination
down!
still a story?
Frick!
Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
Oh, here's some real deep lore.
I think what we need right now is a
giant question marks filled with smaller question marks. Whee! Adventure line is fun! Whee! Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Huh. Where am I? Ooh. Red light. Adventure line is fun. The fuck just happened? Wait, where do I go now? This way or this way? Upstairs or... what the hell? Okay, apparently I went that way. Okay, I am so confused right now. Did I come from that way or that way? Okay, I'll go upstairs, I guess.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
What fern?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. Wait, what? We're back at the office?
No, what the fuck?
No, Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
No, not really. Looks like I have to go the other way. Not that way, though. Where the hell? Am I just crazy, or was there another pathway here before? Pretty fern. Looks like I'm following. I got scared by a hose.
Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
My followers trusted the line. I didn't. My viewers trusted the line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line.
Okay.
We're intelligent people.
Yeah, true.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
Yes.
Ooh, this all sounds perfect.
Sounds perfect.
Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
What direction? Ooh, yes.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Am I going in circles or what?
Whatever
oh
it
no,
might be, Stanley,
here we go.
I'm ready for it. No, not you again. Stanley,
where did you come
I'd
from?
like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Oh.
No lines or monitor rooms.
It came from the ceiling.
We should be fine.
Should I acknowledge the line? Yes or no? How the hell did you get up there, though? Okay. It's just following me. Well, decent. That's how you got up there? Okay, then.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Okay,
In fact, I believe
guess.
I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Adventure away. Confusion. What? What?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me?
This is a weird.
Decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really?
Did both of these doors lead to the same?
I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
If you won't,
stopped? Does that mean...
oh, shit.
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Timer?
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Okay.
Okay. I guess now we just wait.
Is this the code to the confusion ending?
Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll
is there any other death endings for Stanley? What the fuck was that? Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. So this time, instead of turning the machine off, I'll turn it on.
Doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Coming to the staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I didn't go downstairs yet, have I? What's... I cannot read that.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Yeah, they're crazy.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment.
Oh, copy machine, nice.
None of it made any logical sense.
Copy cop. What does it say?
Other strange observations. For example,
number one, dad, I think.
His feet when he looked down. Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter,
That's
these
my
rooms were
question.
starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply
Am
repeating?
I going
No,
in
Stanley said to
circles?
himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
Coffee
And at
nut.
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He
Okay.
just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief
AB
Stanley
11
felt
12.
to have finally
Okay.
found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined
I don't
himself
think I'm
flying
lucid.
and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, I am lucid.
Then
I am
he imagined
lucid.
himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
Are these stars
One he
still
was
here?
amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice
Yeah, I would be too
hearing
your voice.
After all, he knew
Hearing a narrator narrate
Did the voice not see him
my
float amid the
life.
magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Where's my soda?
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
I don't think you're normal.
I am
You're nuts.
okay.
You're not okay, you're nuts.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real.
What's happening to my...
Who am I? Who am I?
What's happening to my screen? Oh, okay. Noted.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
Very interesting.
It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned
Very
and ran.
peculiar. Oh, I restarted again. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Yeah, what could it mean? New content? Ooh, I want to see this new content.
New content? What does that mean, new content?
New content. Yeah, I want to see new content. Show me the new content. Oh, where are we?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Okay.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yeah?
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Ooh. Hey, wait, that's what I'm playing now.
Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Okay. That hand creeps me out.
Step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Hello.
This sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe
Gabby
content.
Dino. So far it's an elevator.
So far it's an elevator. Nothing
not interesting.
Yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here?
That's my question.
Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go. All right, finally.
Oh, there we go.
Last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Same. Let's give this new content a try.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Content! Oh. I was facing the wrong way. The jump circle?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
Jumps remaining. Oh, it goes down. Whee! Jumping! Aww! That's some bull! That's some bull!
Yes. Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I sure hope so.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content?
No, not really.
Then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for what
does that say? Thank you for enjoying the new content.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies.
Why?
And it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this?
Why?
I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
I will do the same!
Stanley, I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game? And
Hello.
we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Okay. Oh, where am I now? I hate Mondays. Don't we all?
Psst. Stanley! Come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Should I go up the stairs or in the vent like the narrator said? Should I go upstairs or in the vent? Okay, vent it is. Well, there was a drop. Oh my.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
It's so beautiful!
The Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories
so I can
relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Is this a canvas holder?
The Stanley Parable on PC.
Can I not get up? No, that's some bull! The memory zone. Okay. Ooh, pretty flowers. Interesting. What's that? Is that basket just full of towels?
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful
Don't forget,
Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in
2013 when the Stanley Parable was released.
Video games had integrity.
Zone Sweet
back
Zone.
Then, it all meant something. Oh, the
Ooh. This is from a Steam page. Stanley Parable Collection Edition, Audience Award, and British Academy of Film and Television Arts. It says 2014, not 13. Yeah, you think I didn't catch that, huh? Is this also a Steam page? I know it says Firefox, but is it the Steam page? Why? Okay. Looks like someone's obsessed with Stanley. Our first kiss, my first car. The release of the Stanley Parable in 2013. Okay. A trip down memory lane. Smile because it happened. Huh. Interesting. Why is there a dollar bill here? Hi. Oh, there was a demo of it? Interesting. New video game releasing today. Who reads newspaper anymore? Know what? Don't answer that. Oh, that's one of the endings we got.
Flip, flip.
What? in loving memory of little Stanley. Oh, it died. This little hamster died. Can I sit down? Invisible barrier. God damn it.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Okay.
Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
All of them. And now,
no, it wasn't.
It's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even a Stanley Parable anymore.
ModDB 2012 interaction reward.
Husk with an hour of
Big Sushi.fm Best Sub Packs 2013. IGF 2013. Nuovo Award. Design Museum Design of the Year nominee. Huh. Okay. What's down here? Aw, that's locked. Why does... Oh, Minecraft! Why is Minecraft in here? Don't even know what game is that. Someone has an obsession with the Stanley Parable. Uh-huh.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it,
Where
Stanley?
does it say
that?
The
game was perfect.
Well, I understand the 9 of 10, but where...
content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom,
banner.
done. And
oh wait, that's for Red and Blue
resist
Door.
the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
I cannot. The serious room. Oh.
These were simpler times, Stanley.
Oh, it's open now.
To go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
I need my soda!
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online
Pressurized Gas reviews.
I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
I can.
These reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
No.
Honestly,
bad
I
review.
could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
Don't try squish me with bad reviews, cause I didn't do nothing to review on.
Philosophical insights that I can't even imagine.
Oh, I can't hop on that. So I just follow the mud path.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preaching.
You do not want me to answer that, sir.
This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
Perhaps
the Stanley Parable.
Ooh, what's down here?
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
Yeah.
I wish there was a skip button.
Yeah, true.
A skip button?
Kinda true.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy,
I can't get out of here.
Letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
I cannot get out of here.
These negative reviews. Nah! Only positive reviews of the
what's happened?
What's
happening?
I do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button.
What the hell? Okay, I guess.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right
I'd rather go in circles.
I've been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game
that's what you're doing now,
If
so...
the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, until the end of time, at which time, everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no, until 245.
I won't listen to
it. Of elimination
will he end?
The deduction, therefore, becomes impossible to manufacture.
Will it end?
It went on
what
for
time
nearly
is that,
10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only
Should I
thing
skip?
there is.
Yes
How
or
many
no?
billions left until so much more than forever ago, which is why I say... The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably...
He just starts over.
End of time.
Okay, he just starts over.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Yeah, you just start over.
I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto. Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay, so my theory is that any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Should I skip? Yes or no?
By articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being. Then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever
Tell me
been,
if I should skip.
Every choice to which you've ever given your Greek gift of mortal and yet timeless thought?
Okay, skip it is.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their pressurized gas review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works. Perhaps
you
that
should.
would have been a smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine...
Skip?
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any
Damn!
means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the... Stanley! Stanley!
Yeah, I don't
Stanley,
listen
please
to
don't
people.
push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why this
where's the door?
They're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's
Where
no way
the
out of
hell is
room.
the door?
Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just
Oh
you
my
and
God.
the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back.
Why is it so dark?
To talk to again.
Oh God,
Stanley,
that...
I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here.
This
all that
plant
time,
is dying.
Just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
Yeah.
Would you think that it's exactly the same as always?
Yes.
Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley.
Yes.
It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because
What do you
I know
mean?
you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel.
Yeah, I don't care about vessels and whatnot.
Hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place
Wait,
and not moved
I've
for one
been
entire year?
here
Let me
for a
describe it
year?
for you. To
Oh
begin
God,
with, there
what
is
the
only
hell?
regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring
You have a heart?
of delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know was You see, it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It was divorced entirely from the question.
Skip! Oh. You just stopped talking now. Are you okay, narrator? I didn't mean to... I don't want you to stop talking. I like your voice. Okay, whatever. What is that loud beeping? Well, the clock fell. I'm skipping so I can move on from the loud beeping.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then,
who cares about thumbs-down review?
First, he didn't entertain us.
Oh, okay. Oh. Leaky roof. Okay.
The end is never the end, is never the
Ooh, here's some deep lore.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the
end, is never the end, never
the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never
okay,
never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end.
Are you gonna stop?
Is never the end, is never the end, is never the
I guess not. Oh, it's leaking even worse now. What happened? Why is there black mold there? What happened? Oh, I thought that was the door for a second. Okay, ooh, sunlight. Let me get some of those rays. Oh yeah, that feels great. That feels great. That sunlight ray on my skin feels amazing. Ooh, this is beautiful. Not gonna hold ya. It's pretty. Very beautiful. I love it. Narrator, are you there? That leaf is glitching. Okay. What? Just a moment ago, it was all green and colorful. The fuck happened? Okay, I'm in the same time, I guess. Skip button's broke. Oh shoot, that is bright. Can I get on top of it? No, I can't. Fuck. How long do I have to walk? Or how far? All I see is desert and some mountains. Good to know. Oh. Okay. I got scared by a clock.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
Gonna focus. What? Why? What? I already saw the new content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay. I guess. That's fine. That sound was new. Into the unknown I go. I gotta stop doing that.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Okay, I guess.
I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
Ain't that just the same as this one?
Yes, you see? Isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities.
Why is there so many
different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Are you sure?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe?
Not really.
What does it even mean? But the
They're both
Stanley
about
Parable
the same
2,
for me.
now that's an
They're
artistic
back.
statement
2 doors.
right there. It's future-oriented. Okay. It screams progress and innovation and long-term
Slide
franchising
3.
potential.
Slide number 3, I like. The slide number 1 looks like it's just a multiplayer game. Number 2, slide 2 looks like it's a horror game. Okay. That's interesting.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
Then why show it to
some
me?
of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic
let's wait
than
to
anything
the
scientific
show
or
floor.
logical, really.
New content. Can I get on the bus? Damn it! Okay, I'm here, I guess.
Try out some of the new features.
First thing I saw is this one.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Sure, I'll try it.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay, I don't know who I am.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact
You said forget who I am,
and
forget everything.
Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
No,
now,
I will
allow
not.
yourself to become Jim.
Jim.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Okay, I will.
Jim.
See, if you'd only played along,
Jim.
that would have been
Jim.
your name,
Jim.
the button
Jim.
says. But
Jim.
no.
Jim.
Instead,
Jim.
Jim, 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 Jim,
I'm
Jim,
taking
Jim,
the
Jim.
button away.
Jim.
No!
Jim.
No, don't take my button away! Asshole. Now I'm sad. Okay, so what
Maybe
other
I'll
new
only let people named
features?
Jim play the Stanley Parable.
What's up here?
An epilogue
Oh,
would be
epilogue.
fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the
What?
end of the
Epilogue.
we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Where am I? Right now. Oh, I'm above. Okay, what's up here? 7 world champion. Okay, let's go down. Ooh, free trophy. Oh, I can't run. Wah.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident? Well,
yes.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, The trophy is still fully
I'm
broken.
mad.
I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been
You
uproariously
could ask
demanding
for
this
my
feature.
help.
Gamers,
I'm great
we
with
hear
shit
you,
like
and I
this.
promise it will happen.
Okay, it's not working. Okay, then. I'm gonna explore the rest of this.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Jump circle again. Okay.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2
Why?
as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Okay.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
But I don't want a decorative piece that says jump circle.
Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't
think that would be innovative.
Watching a number go up, you simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
This is the one that just narrates someone else's story. Good. Oh, where? Oh, I'm here. Okay.
It's the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
It's even worse when you don't... Oh, what's in here?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get Well Someday, I guess.
Sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th
I'm not an uncle! I'm not an uncle, though! I don't even have a niece!
Or actually...
The hell is wrong with you?
No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
The hell is wrong with you? Okay, wait. Time, depth, distant future, then space-time, distant past. Space like infinity. Okay, I guess.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Infinite hole.
You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a mean. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top.
But if I don't want to teleport... Okay. I'll wait for a while.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Feels like you're hiding something down here.
Later spectrum of things.
Sounds like you're hiding some down here. I'm gonna see what you're hiding.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Ow, my feet!
Well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole.
Yay, found the bottom.
Me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Okay,
Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for
Okay,
you,
I
then go
guess.
ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
That's enough for today. I'm gonna end the stream and I'll see y'all next time. Be sure to like and sub. See y'all next time.